Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel The Angel Witch Tarot. So let's start out with the cards. This reading is for the week of 23rd February to the 1st of March 2026. Alright, so let's start with the intuitive oracle cards and see what intuitive messages the spirits want you to know regarding your intuition. We've got 3 cards here. So the first one, we've got 4. So the first one we've got says inner peace. It says, in moments of peace, intuition speaks the loudest. And then we have heartfelt guidance. It says, intuition comes from deep within. Cherish and trust its guidance. The third one says the light within. You carry a light that guides you through darkness. Trust it. And then the fourth one says mind and heart harmony. So when mind and heart align, your intuition becomes crystal clear. Let's move on to the tarot, shall we? And see how your week progresses. My hands are a bit in pain because I have exams coming up in a few days, so writing has been quite the hassle. So let's see what cards we get. We've got the Magician in reverse, the 5 of Swords upright, and the 5 of Wands upright. So the Magician in reverse talks about some kind of manipulation in your life, some poor planning, and talents that you have hidden within you that you need to tap into. It talks about insecurity, lack of confidence, and narcissism as well. And then we have the 5 of Swords upright, which talks about conflicts, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness. It could also be talking about bullies, thieves, or theft, some sort of theft. And it could also be talking about abusive relationships, right? And then we have the 5 of Wands upright, which talks about competition, rivalry, conflicts, disagreements, strife, and tension. So I see a lot of conflicts and disagreements here. We have the 6 of Swords as well upright. So it says you're going to be having a transition, a change coming your way. You're leaving behind the baggage. You're releasing all the negative baggage that's on your shoulders, and you're moving on, right? We have the 2 of Pentacles as well, which is upright. So the 2 of Pentacles upright talks about juggling multiple priorities, finding the right time management, being good at adaptability, and trying to balance all the decisions in your hands, because you probably have a lot of decisions to make. You're trying to balance them. You're trying to juggle the priorities, multiple priorities. So you're just juggling a lot of things right now. And then we have the Queen of Wands upright. So the Queen of Wands upright is all about courage, confidence, independence, focused, being zest for life, determination, and joy. It's probably saying that you, through courage and confidence, you will be independent and determined to have that joy in your life and to let go of all the negativity, the heartbreak, the pain, you'll be zest for life. So all sorts of manipulation will be out of your life. And it also talks about, maybe it could also be saying that conflicts and disagreements will eventually come to agree to disagree, or just the fact that you would have found a compromise between whatever you're disagreeing with. So it's like a middle ground, you're finding a middle ground, and then you are finding a solution to the disagreements, the conflicts, the problems, right? So let's get 2 overall cards. We've got the Tower in reverse. So the Tower in reverse talks about personal transformation, fear of change, averting disaster or delayed disaster. So it also talks about suffering, collapse, being in a stormy time at the moment, and being restless, right? And then we have the King of Wands, which is in reverse. So the King of Wands in reverse talks about impulsiveness, ruthlessness, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. So you're probably doing a lot of things in a hurry, which is not a good idea. Try to slow down, think it through clearly, so that you don't have to juggle a lot of decisions, right? You're setting high expectations, which is okay, but do not set unachievable expectations, because at the moment you need to start slow so that you can reach the high expectations and then reach the other level of the expectations. Do not start big, just start small and go up. Instead of going up to down, go down to up, slow, fast, right? So that's it with the tarot. Let's move on to the next card deck. We've got baggage. So baggage says that emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. You need to unpack it. And then it says celebrate, right? So today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. So I can see that once you let go of that baggage and you've transitioned into a better phase of life, you're going to be celebrating for something. Now, for this card deck, I'd like you to think of someone. It could be anyone, even yourself. Just think of someone, and whoever pops up into your head first, this reading will tell us what's in the hearts of that person, what they're unable to tell you, what's weighing on them, right? So let's see that. I'll give you a few seconds while I shuffle. That's my bad. But you still have a few seconds. I'm not done shuffling yet. So okay, so this person is probably reflecting your own issues, because like attracts like. We've got mirror, like attracts like. And then we've got devilish. It says trouble follows them around, tempting, addictive charm. So wherever they go, trouble follows them. They're a very tempting person. They have that addictive charm to them. So that's what it could be saying. Now let's move on to the spirit animals and see what guidance they have for you this week. The Strength Tiger. It's funny because I've been hearing the words tiger and strength a lot today. So the strength tiger, which is all about courage, willpower and strength, says to use your passion and strength to overcome anything. And then we've got the patient turtle. The patient turtle is all about endurance, commitment and serenity. It says to strengthen your connection to the earth. So let's move on to the astro dice for the overall energy of the week. Alright. So we've got Leo in the 5th house in Mars. So Mars is all about aggression, action, competition, passion, courage, sex, desire, survival instincts, self-assertion, the body, impulsivity, rashness, force, direction, leadership, command, and authority as well. Which also comes for Leo, because Leo is also about, that leadership skill that you guys will have this week. So since Leo is all about all that playful energy, the leadership energy, the inner child, being brave, protective, vain, generous, charismatic, confident, pride, the center of attention, selfish, dominating, egotistical, fame, popularity, artistic, warm, outgoing. It could also be talking about happiness, glamour, fun, needing that entertainment. Maybe it is performative. And then it also talks about royalty, because Leo, the lions, the king of the jungle, which is also I think is the king of the zodiacs as well, because lion, the leader. And then we have the 5th house. The 5th house is all about fertility, pregnancy or children. Some of you might be expecting a baby on the way. Some of you already have babies maybe, right? It could also be talking about creativity, hobbies and interests. It could be talking about romance, dating, spirit, joy, drama, self-expressive and gambling. Alright, so this is the reading for Aquarius. I'll see you next week. Bye.